It's Olympia Week here at Muscle in the Morning, and I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Tuesday, September 11th, 2018. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. I can't tell you exactly what the classic physique criteria is off the top of my head, but I can tell you that whatever it is, on paper, that Henri-Pierre Ano checks every single box across the board. After lighting up the division this year in his 2 regular season appearances, the reigning Tampa Pro champ looks like he's more than ready to put his talents on display at the biggest event of the year. Pound for pound, Henri-Pierre might have the craziest old school X frame out of anyone in the division right now. So as long as he handles things on his end from a conditioning standpoint, this guy seems like he should be a legitimate top classic Olympia threat. I don't know what it is, but as a fan, I've always been drawn to the athletes who embody the warrior spirit mentality. And you won't find too many guys in the 212 division who fit that mold better than first-year Olympian Mahmoud Al Durrah. Right now, the second-year pro is literally only a few days away from accomplishing a goal that's looked damn near impossible on paper when you read this guy's story. But as the old saying goes, you didn't come this far to only come this far. So now that he's finally here, I think we can all expect to see the full range of this guy's talents on display once the judges dial up his number. As far as movies go, I'm almost never a fan of Hollywood trying to remake a classic, because 9 times out of 10, the remake is worse than the original. But I'll tell you what, I'm not mad at the new remix that Max Charles is working on right now. Last weekend we saw Mad Max cranking out a few reps as he works on the new 3.0 version for this phase of his 2019 campaign, where I'm sure he'll be looking to come out of the gates fast again. Truth be told, when his mind and his body are where they need to be, this guy is right on the verge of being one of the elite level talents in the sport. So if he can get back to where he was in 2016 when he was killing everyone in sight, he's a potential early Arnold candidate to keep your eye on for next year. When all else fails on a bodybuilding stage and you start getting down to the nitty-gritty, one way or another, it always ends up coming down to who wanted it more in the conditioning department. That being said, I haven't seen too many 212 guys yet who are bringing in the next level conditioning the way Zane Watson is right now. The Watson camp released a few new updates last week to give their fans a quick look at some of the crazy detail and vascularity that they'll be bringing to the party this year, which seems like it's starting to get more and more crowded by the day. Watson is one of those tipping point guys who could either upset the balance of power in the top 8 or end up on the outside looking in. So depending on which way the judges end up swinging, he could come out as one of the big winners for the entire Olympia weekend. Even though most of the bodybuilding world is foaming at the mouth in full-scale Olympia mode, we've still got a few people out there lurking in the shadows and putting in the work away from the camera. People like Brazilian assassin Rafael Brandao. The second-year pro was the talk of the town in the early part of the season after he put together one of the best 2-month runs that we've seen from anyone all year long. Over the weekend, someone inside the Brandao camp leaked a few clips from some recent training sessions that show the big man looking as full and as nasty as we've seen him. If there was one guy from this group of athletes you were going to pick to break out next year, Rafael Brandao's name would have to be right there near the top of the list. So if he can make the right adjustments, he's someone who's got the potential to do some serious damage next season. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.